What's up you guys? I'm back from Hong Kong, just got back. Excuse my t-shirt, I haven't ironed it. Like you saw in my teaser clips, I got a bunch of stuff from Hong Kong. I work with this company called Style Labs. We made a quick trip to Hong Kong to do a bit of market research. And on the last day we had a couple of hours left and we quickly ran through a few stores. And that's where I picked up my stuff. But before we get into the stuff itself, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash the subscribe button down there. And you see the bell icon right next to the subscribe thing? Hit that one too so that you get a notification every time I make a video. And if you like my stuff, give this video a thumbs up. So coming up first, I went to the store called Upstairs Apparel. That's in Mong Kok in Hong Kong, and I've never owned a pair of these zipper denims like here. And I've never been crazy about it either, but then some of the sneakers I've realized need a lot more taper and skinny fit. And you know me, right? I'm like all stocky and big and beef and all of that stuff. So I'm not sure skinny jeans would do me any justice, but this comes with a fair amount of stretch in it. Look at that. The only problem that I have, I mean it's nice, right? You've got all these paint splatters and distressing. The only problem that I have that you know how, going by just this, you know how hairy I am. So with this sticking out of my thigh and these sticking out in my shin, man, that's gonna be a nasty sight. So I gotta go take this to a tailor and get him to probably layer a bit of cloth under this thigh part and the shin part right here. This is like totally a blowout, right? Now look at this now. This is supposed to be a knee blowout, but because I'm short, it's a fucking shin blowout. But crisp denim, it's something that we've been trying to figure out if we should bring to India. Let me know in the comments if you think crisp jeans should sell in India. Interesting story about this package from Nike. It's from Nike Lab Hong Kong. So the place that we were staying at, Causeway Bay, we knew there's a Nike Lab around there, but we never really got the time to go there except on the last day right before our flight. So we happened to walk into the Nike Lab store and there's a big queue up. And obviously I joined the queue because I'm like, okay, that's how it works in the store. And they're like, hey, are you here to buy the t-shirt? And I'm like, what t-shirt? They're like, the Off-White t-shirt. I'm like, nah, I'm here to check out sneakers to see if there's anything that I could get my hands on. And they were like, okay, you can skip the line and go right in. So I go there, they have the acronym Prestos, they have a bunch of other sneakers, I mean none that I really fancied. And they also had the Pata Nike collab drop. And I was like, yeah, there's nothing really I like. And I'm checking out the t-shirts and these Off-White t-shirts, right? And I'm like, how are they randomly making a drop on Tuesday? It was a Tuesday, not even like a weekend. So I was like, hey man, I didn't really like anything, but the t-shirt caught my attention, so if you don't mind, can I pick it up? They're like, give us a second, and then they speak to each other on their walkie-talkie and they're like, yeah sure, you can go try it on and pick it up. So there was like a massive line and I just got to waltz in and pick up this t-shirt. So you have your Nike Lab tag, you have your Off-White Nike tag. Okay, damn it, my car ran out of space. I obviously need to stop talking so much. And I'm sure there will be a switch in the angle because I didn't really care to check the setup. That's fucked. Anyway, let's go on. I was saying, I saw this t-shirt in this Dave and Frito music video called Funky Friday. Not his t-shirt, he was wearing I think like a robe. I saw this logo and I fell in love, and I think this is the reason I got this. As you can see, it's got a very broad and boxy fit. Number 12, the front, the logo, an embroidered swoosh on the collar right here. Yeah, so that's it. The Nike Lab pickup. And I must tell you guys that I happened to swing by the Babe store. So like you have Dover Street Market in London and wherever else. The Hong Kong, the Chinese equivalent is I.T. And I.T is like a mix of a single store with multiple brands like you have at Dover Street Market. But it also has individual brands and cafes in the vicinity which are again all part of I.T. So they have Babe and they have CDG, they have Heron Preston, Off-White, McQueen, I mean all of those brands. And one of the stores that we saw the previous day which was shut and we happened to just walk by in the morning, I mean this was again no plan or whatever. Sorry, I forget. I walked into the Babe store because I wanted to get like a Babe Star or something, and they had just like 4 color versions and each pair was like minimum of 17,000 Indian rupees, and I was like, hey, that's like the Air Force One, but it's priced like super expensive, and I didn't really like any of the colorways, and I was like, man, I want to pick up some sneaker, and I hope I can find like a really good one, and it's Babe Star or nothing. And I was like, screw it, I don't want to spend money that I don't have on something I don't need, which I'll get bored of really quickly. So then we started walking, and Ajay and Himanshu happened to walk into EXI.T. You can see it's I.T, right? So it's EXI.T, and they have brands like Carhartt and again Alexander McQueen, Stussy, Huff, and all of that stuff. And the EXI.T is like more like a streetwear. It's more like a streetwear specific store. So I'm there checking out the t-shirts and Carhartt Tiger Camo pants. And Himanshu goes in, and he's like somewhere in the corner. Right? They have a sneaker wall. They don't have the sneaker there. And he goes in and he's like, hey, React Element 87s, which is what I picked up from EXI.T. Unfortunately, they don't have it in his size. I think he's a UK 9. And I'm like, okay, what size is that? And they're like, it's a US 8.5 that makes it a UK 7.5. It's a UK 7.5, which is a US 8.5 that makes it like 1,200 Hong Kong dollars. So essentially you just add a zero. If it's 1,200 Hong Kong dollars, it's 12,000 approximately Indian rupees. So I got these, I must say, my first ever general release pair that I have paid money for in 2018. Actually, since 2017, because I made that a thing in 2017. In the last 2 years, this is my first ever general release pair. I fell in love with the OG colorway, but I never tried like a stupid ass for the OG colorway, because I was like, yeah, it's a general release, I'll get the undercover ones. The undercover ones came and went, and I just couldn't get my hands on them. Besides, I was not really crazy about the undercover colorways. So, can you imagine eventually getting down to a GR and not even getting a size? I had to go down half a size. So there you go, the React Elements with that translucent upper. The React Element 87 is like a tech runner. I remember when they teased them initially, and I was talking to this friend of mine who's at Nike, Nikhil, shout out to him. He's a massive fan of tech runners too. And let's get into the materials. This is my first ever React sneaker. Now I'm not going to draw comparisons with Ultra Boost and all of that, because that's stupid, right? I mean, everybody's like Ultra Boost killer. Any sneaker that comes out by Nike, any running sneaker that comes out, is immediately compared with the Ultra Boost, and I just think that you just look at the sneaker for what it is. So you have the React sole, all React, completely sole, and you have this rubber reinforcements at areas that are high impact, just colored in orange, so that's like, I think, a rubber protection thing. And they have these grooves, these bubbles sticking out. I think that protrudes out, gives you more traction, and also good to protect the React material itself. And obviously I'm talking about the outsole first, because this sneaker is all about that sole. It's a React after all. And then I'm going to come over to this upper, which is like a TPE or something. I don't know what they call it. I have not done my research. But it's like a translucent upper. You can literally see my hands if I slip them in. So you got a translucent upper. You have this hyperfusing in the front, the toe guard, to make sure that you don't rip through it. You have minimal reinforcements right here, a massive big ass swoosh right there, and then the thing I'm going to fall in love with, the mini swoosh right here. You got this heel cup right here that keeps everything in place for a lockdown. It's not a one piece upper, it's got a detached tongue right here, which is again translucent. Now this fabric helps breathability, so I think it's like a great sneaker to wear in summer. Going back into the details, you have leather heads right here in contrasting blue. You have a suede head right here through which the laces go through. Your lace loops have 3M fabrics, so you're going to run in the night, they're going to reflect and make sure you're visible. A lace lock again in the middle right there on the tongue in suede. Is that suede or felt? I can't really tell the difference really. Now coming to another interesting aspect, it's the tongue. You can see how the tongue is shaped. You know, it's very weird, but that's because this is the right pair, and this is how the tongue is going to wrap around your leg, your foot, or your ankle. Damn it. So it's like this because when you slip your feet in, this is going to wrap around that side of your ankle. What else? Oh, nice. Alright, so you have no lining on the inside for the front bit, which is why you can see through it. But this back here, right here, has a kind of a stiff fabric lining it, which gives you better support. And you have the Nike React branding right here, and the pinwheel right here on the tongue. On the lace ends, you have, alright, so this lace end has the Nike swoosh in orange, and the other lace end has like a tree. Which brings me to yet another interesting aspect on the sneaker, the insole made of cork with an orange swoosh. And it's wafer thin, right? The insole is like super wafer thin. It's not like it's got any bit of padding, very minimal. And you have this cork material, the orange swoosh, and it's got the Nike React branding right there. You have the swoosh in the back, again printed on a suede kind of panel. It's got some texture to it, and a 3M head on this pull tab right here. You see how flimsy it is? So the only support really is this cage, if I can call it that, or a cup. This was my shopping haul from Hong Kong. I'm gonna have a vlog covering my travel through Hong Kong and China coming up soon. Let me know in the comments what you make of the React Element 87s. Will you pick them up? Have you picked them up? And the most important question, is the React Element 87 really the sneaker of the year? I mean, if I have to pick up the first general release in 2 years and it's got to be the React 87, does that make it the sneaker of the year for me? Because why else or what else would justify picking it up? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to hear your views, and until the next time, you guys, peace. Alright, for any of you wondering how does the sizing go, I went down half a size, so my toe is right there hitting the tip of the sneaker. I absolutely wouldn't recommend going up half a size or whatever. True to size works best. The problem is if you go up half a size, you have a lot of empty space here, and like you can see, the sneaker doesn't really have structure because of the upper used, the fabric used, the material used. So it tends to get all crushed and all of that if it doesn't fill up well. So make sure you go through the size so that it fills up well. I, like an idiot, have gone down half the size because I was dying to get my hands on them. So yeah, let's lace up this bad boy and do one Fitbit.